This is America in Space, a weekly news and information program on current events dealing with the space industry.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. I'm Dawn Meyer, Space Coast News Editor. Crew 7, bound for the International Space Station, is truly an international crew. It has members from 4 different countries. The crew consists of the commander, NASA astronaut Jasmine Mogbelli, pilot, European Space Agency astronaut Andreas Mogensen, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Satoshi Furukawa, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Konstantin Borisov. As part of the agency's commercial crew program, Crew 7 marks the 8th human spaceflight mission supported by the Space Dragon spacecraft and the 7th crew rotation mission to the International Space Station since 2020 for NASA. NASA astronaut Jasmine Mogbelli was a member of the NASA 2017 astronaut candidate class. Though she was born in Germany, she considers Baldwin, New York to be her hometown. She is married and the proud mother of twin girls. She enjoys paddleboarding, dancing, flying kites, and skateboarding. Jasmine has a Bachelor of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering with Information Technology from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and a Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering from the Naval Postgraduate School. She is an AH-1 Super Cobra pilot and Marine Corps test pilot with over 150 missions and 2,000 hours of flight time in over 25 different aircraft. She's a distinguished graduate of the U.S. Naval Test Pilot School in Maryland. Here's what she's most looking forward to on this mission.
One of the biggest things I really look forward to is looking back at Earth. It's just such a unique way to look at it, and I don't know what the feelings will be, what the emotions will be when I do that, but from every single astronaut that's already experienced it, they said it has been something life-changing for them. And so I look forward to seeing it from that new perspective. It's interesting. It's hard to say what will be the most challenging until we're up there. For me, this is the first time, so I don't know. But something I know I'm really looking forward to is hopefully getting to do a spacewalk during this expedition. That, for me, during training, has been one of the most challenging aspects and something that made me feel really fulfilled when I started to finally figure out how to work with the suit and not fight it and to be efficient. So something I really look forward to and hope I get to do is go out on a spacewalk.
Andreas Mogensen was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. He received a master's degree in aeronautical engineering from Imperial College London in the United Kingdom and a doctorate in aerospace engineering from the University of Texas at Austin in the United States. He was selected as a European Space Agency astronaut in May of 2009 and completed the astronaut basic training in November of 2010. He participated in the 2012 ESA Caves underground training course as part of the international team of 6 astronauts living underground for a week and exploring a cave system in Sardinia. The ESA Caves training is a space mission analog focusing on human behavior and performance in extreme environments. Andreas also participated in missions as an aquanaut in the Aquarius Undersea Research Laboratory off the coast of Florida in the United States as another analog for space exploration missions. He received NASA's Distinguished Public Service Medal in 2015. Here's what he's looking forward to most on this mission to the International Space Station.
One of the interesting experiments I'll be doing is a 3D metal print experiment that ESA is launching to the International Space Station. 3D metal print is a technology that can be a game changer in the future. On board the International Space Station, we receive a lot of cargo vehicles that contain reserve parts, spare parts, because things have a tendency to break down, to be worn out, and we spend a lot of time placing and repairing items. When we travel further into space, as a first step to the moon, and later, hopefully, onwards to Mars, we need to be a lot more self-sufficient. And one of the ways we can do that is by being able to print spare parts or tools in space. And hopefully 3D metal print is a first step towards that.
Satoshi Furukawa is a Japanese surgeon and Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut. Furukawa was born in Yokohama, Japan. He enjoys baseball, bowling, music, and traveling. He is married and has 2 children. He received a Doctor of Medicine and a Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the University of Tokyo. In February 1999, he was selected by the National Space Development Agency of Japan as one of 3 Japanese astronaut candidates for the International Space Station and was certified as an astronaut in January of 2001. In May of 2004, he completed Soyuz TMA flight engineer training at the Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City, Russia. In 2006, he completed NASA astronaut training at the Johnson Space Center in Texas, which included scientific and technological briefings, intensive instruction in shuttle and International Space Station systems, physiological training, T-38 Talon flight training, and water and wilderness survival training. In August of 2007, he also served as an aquanaut at the Aquarius Undersea Research Laboratory. And in 2013, he served as a cave naut at the ESA Caves training in Sardinia. Furukawa was a flight engineer on the International Space Station for Expeditions 28 and 29 long-duration missions in 2011. Here is what he's most looking forward to on the International Space Station.
On board the International Space Station, using the special, unique environment like long-lasting microgravity, I'd like to contribute to those that will make our life on Earth better. For example, accelerating new medicine development. In addition, I'm keen to work on technology demonstration towards the human expression to the moon in the future.
Konstantin Boriznov is a Russian cosmonaut and mission specialist and flight engineer. He received a Bachelor of Economics from the Russian Academy of Economics and a Master of Science Operations Research and Systems Analysis from the University of Warwick, Coventry, United Kingdom. He completed his studies at the MAI on Master Program Life Support Systems for Aircraft with a qualification of Master in the Direction of Aircraft Building. Boriznov was selected as a cosmonaut in 2018 and passed the state exam in December of 2020 to be qualified for spaceflight assignments. Here's what he's looking forward to most on the International Space Station.
I'm very excited, really. I'm excited. I'm honored to be part of the international crew so much because it's the most international crew ever, because you cannot make it more, because 4 people, 4 nationalities. And experienced astronauts and cosmonauts, they say that when you go to the ISS and you look at the planet, you see that there are no borders. And really, I want to continue and to convey that feeling and that emotion, and also to support the cooperation which we have been having so far, and we continue like that. So I'm very thankful to all the agencies, to all the people on the ground making this happen, and also to our families and to the crew which I have been happily training so far. Thanks a lot.
Jasmine Mogbelli summarized what the crew feels this mission is all about.
And I know I personally am humbled to be a member of this incredible crew, where if you look at our 4 patches, you'll see a different nation's flag on each one. And we hope this represents what we can accomplish when we work together in unity and cooperate together. And we think this really is what the International Space Station is all about.
Thank you for joining me. Remember each Tuesday to join David Denault for America's Return to Space, and join me every Friday for America in Space. From the Florida Space Coast, I'm Dawn Meyer, Space Coast News Editor for About Space Today.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to share our program with your family and friends, and follow us on Facebook. Join us each week for news and information on America in Space.